tough.
John's been fucking lazy, Marvin, and he hasn't updated it.
Marvin. This is episode 35, no matter what it says on the clapperboard.
Yeah, don't look into it.
The date's wrong.
I wonder if Holly does send him the videos, or if she just strips the MP4 herself and sends it to him. So all this stuff we do for Marvin, he never fucking sees anyway.
Perhaps there isn't even a Marvin. Perhaps Holly's Marvin.
And she's just pocketing the cash.
Yeah, we don't know.
I tell you what, I wouldn't even be that upset. I'd be like, I'm upset you lied to me, Holly, but fuck me, pretty genius.
That's all I would care about.
Yeah, I'd be like, you're pretty fucking genius. Fair enough.
I do confess I've got fucking clever kids. My younger daughter, Rosie, she got 93% on a microbiology exam in uni. That's pretty fucking good. I mean, I would struggle to do anything like that with microbiology.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Yeah. Well, part of the reason I hired Holly is because I've heard all about how you brought up your kids, and I think I spoke to, was it Rosie or was it Holly that time in the bar when they said, "Oh, he's hot"?
I don't remember.
I think it was Rosie.
It would have been Rosie, yeah, because Holly wouldn't have done, because she would have been with Danny.
Yeah, she's still got eyes. Can't blame her. Look at me.
Well, I mean, I never said my kids have got good taste.
That you haven't. I'll tell you what, I've figured that out myself. Anyway, part of the reason I hired Holly is because it was very, very clear she has her father's integrity. It was painfully obvious. And anytime, it's a bit of a tip, anytime you're presented with a person that has clear morals and is clearly a person of integrity, try and fit them into your business, because fuck me, those sort of people are few and far between nowadays. Few and far between.
I just wish you got my intelligence and good looks.
I can't comment on your good looks, but your intelligence, yes, please. Jesus Christ, is she an airhead sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. Between the hours of midnight and 11:59 the next day, yeah.
She's just sent me a message on my naughty step. She's saying, "These tasks were meant to be done by lunchtime. How are you getting on with them?"
Oh no, she's so fucking bossy.
Oh God, it's good though. It's what we need. Keeps us in shape. Keeps us in gear.
It does, yeah. I mean, it's like being back at school, isn't it? Seriously.
Oh, it's a little bit. Sometimes I do have to have a word. Like, calm down. Like, I've put together a little system for her to use to make it a little bit more bearable, her messaging, because her messages are all with good intentions and they're for the benefit of the business, and we're the ones getting in like the way of the business growing.
Yeah,
but they're still so fucking annoying. So I helped her put together a little thing so it's just a template, because I'm like, part of the annoying part is knowing you're sat there typing this out like with aggression, like, have you got this done? It's like, fuck off. But if it's a template and it looks the same every time, and the only difference is some tasks, it just feels like an automated computer message, and that is far less irritating.
Oh God, you don't overthink things, don't you?
Well, tell me I'm wrong. Having Holly go, well, you still haven't done these tasks. I wanted it done on this day. First, good morning. Your tasks for the day are this. These are overdue. Have a great day.
That sounds really irritating.
No.
That sounds like the lift they installed at the stock exchange back in the. Listen, don't interrupt me. Back in the late 90s, and this lasted for about 2 days before they had to turn it off, because they had this really annoying woman's voice going, "Doors opening, doors closing, first floor, doors opening, doors closing," really fucking infuriating, and people did not like it, and it didn't last very long. They soon turned that off.
The stock exchange?
Yeah.
What, NASDAQ?
No, the stock exchange.
Where's that?
It's in London. That's where I worked.
It's in London. So there's going to be, so it's a first-hand story. So I'm assuming if the films are true, these people are highly irritable, function on caffeine and cocaine. So that would really get to them.
Yeah, this was actually that's probably that's true, but that was in the open outcry pits when they did the trading open outcry, only shouting at each other. My job at the time was writing software which basically made that obsolete. So it was all done automated. And people, this is how, you get day traders.
Yeah.
Well, day traders will use the kind of system, and maybe even the system, Life Connect, that I was working on, to do automatic trading. So it completely changed the landscape. So that the image of the big mouth wide boy shouting across an open outcry pit kind of vanished. I was instrumental. I was part of that, becoming part of history.
Fair enough. I've engaged in day trading, and I lied all the way through the tests they told me to do, and I lost a lot of money. Well, a lot of money, not a lot of money at all, but.
I actually went into I never did any trading. I wasn't qualified, but I actually went into the open outcry pits just to see what it's like. It's a right fucking racket. Imagine some poor autistic bloke like me.
Then again,
very strange. Go on.
I'd imagine you'd well, to be fair, as we both know, day trading is gambling, and over a long enough time period, a monkey gets as good as results as someone who's remotely qualified, isn't it?
Well, so they say. Yeah, they've kind of demonstrated on a few occasions a random choice will get just as good results as many of these traders. The difference being, of course, traders know how to spin their successes.
Yeah.
Better than a computer would do.
Yeah. It's the sort of thing I'd imagine you'd be good at if you applied yourself to it, because it's just looking at data and charts and
almost certainly seeing patterns,
figuring things out quickly.
Well, when I was working at Life, I did dabble a little bit. I didn't put any of my money in it. I just looked at the data. And yeah, I'd have been very good at it. It just doesn't interest me. There was something, I'm not going to talk about this online because I'm just not. You'll understand why I'm not, then I'll tell you.
Okay.
I noticed something very strange there, and I never got a satisfactory answer for it.
Oh, okay. I don't like the sound of that.
No, you won't.
No, I don't like the sound of that already. Did I ever tell you I did end up buying GameStop?
No.
Yeah, I've made like a couple £100. You're
very lucky then, because people have lost a lot.
Oh, I know they did, but they're idiots that bought it at fucking 400. I bought it at $39, and it's currently at 130 something.
What did you sell at?
I haven't sold it yet. So I haven't made anything technically.
I'd be inclined to sell because it's artificially inflated.
Oh, massively artificially
inflated. What was its high? About 400?
400. Yeah. It was 407, I believe its high was.
It was obvious it had to crash because the whole thing was artificial.
It was. It's getting a bit artificial again now because there was a massive jump the other day. So I will probably sell it because that spike to over 100 that it is now just is unnatural. And obviously everyone's saying, hold, it's going to get to $1,000. And no, we don't.
There are various strategies for doing this, and they're all somewhat speculative because no matter what the indicators are, I wouldn't say it's not random, but it's not predictable.
Yeah.
There's always a certain amount of uncertainty. So one of the strategies is to pick a price at which you will sell and then sell at it.
Yeah.
And then do the stoic thing. If it goes up by 10 times in value, so you miss out, tough luck. That's just part of it. And also don't ever chase it down if the price starts dropping, buying more and more and hope it's going to bounce back. It's a really fucking stupid thing to do.
Gambler's fallacy there, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Gambler's fallacy.
I'm right.
Yeah.
And the one good thing about automated trading systems is they give you buy and sell signals, is they take the emotion out of it.
Yeah.
It's a highly emotional thing, as you can imagine.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I got into it more for the laugh, more for the two fingers to the big man, and it was fucking. I put like 50 quid in or something, got like a share and a half.
No wonder our fucking output is so slow to go up. You're sitting all the.
You're a cheeky fucking cunt. Facebook denied them. Yeah, I've given you in fact, I don't even need to give you the reasons why, and I gave you a 1-sentence answer, and I've told you. You cheeky. Where's our book, prick?
Our book?
Yeah, where's our book?
It's with the printer.
No, it's not. You ain't even
Yes,
finished the draft.
Yes, I have. I told you last week. See, you're just not paying attention to anything I say.
Because there's definitely people listening to this who said, yes, I'll have a book 7 months ago.
Do they want quality or do they want it now?
Well, I'll tell you what, it will say a lot about the quality of our audience, depending on their answer.
Well, I want to get a draft to the lady who's proofreading it and doing all the shit at the end of the week. So that's my task for you. So let's get on with this fucking podcast. I think.
Let's get on with it. And also,
your excuses.
Oh, you fuck off, Zach! If you're listening to this, yeah, I ain't heard from you in a couple of days.
Yes, Zach. Where are you, Zach?
Yeah, we know you listen to this.
Yes, Zach, you cunt.
Yeah.
Don't forget, we've got the dirt on you, so I don't think you can go anywhere.
Yeah. See, we when we get clients, when we get our high end, nice clients, we get them drunk and we find out their secrets.
Yeah.
And with Zach, it was so easy. It was a beer and a half.
It was. He was such a lightweight, wasn't
he? Beer and a half.
And he told us he was there, levers. He's in forever now. We just keep increasing his fees as he makes more money. If he don't leave us, we'll just destroy his life.
Anyway.
That's really going to increase people's trust of us, isn't it?
I should hope so.
I would hope so too.
I'd hope so.
Stockholm syndrome, isn't it?
It is a bit like that.
People love us because we abuse them. So, moving on. Talking now, we've done loads of shit on pricing. What I want to talk about now is, because everything we do, if you think about it, is fundamental to pricing, and it should be, because selling stuff at a price to give you a profit is what we do, all of us. And I know we like to enjoy our jobs and things, but even in a non-profit organization, you have to make a profit on the sale to manage your overheads. So, you have to sell at a price, and that price has to pay for everything, including your profit if you want a profit. So it's no surprise that everything we do is predicated on selling at a price to do that. Now, we prefer to sell at premium prices because then we make more money. Been through this before. Just increase your levels of service. Cost you maybe, you could triple your budget. You have to increase your sales by 5%. But if you decrease by 2% or 35% gross margin, you have to increase your fucking sales by 11%. Selling at a high price it's almost a cure-all. It is a panacea. And everything we do then is pretty much predicated on selling at a high price. And that includes attracting the right clients who will pay that money, but also in presenting what you're selling the right way so they will pay that money. So most people are selling the wrong thing. Simple as it sounds, it's fucking true. None of this is complicated. I'll see all these fucking things posted about all these, and they have their own, they put their own name on the technology. They call it a technology, but it's not. It's all the same stuff. There's nothing new in direct response marketing ever. If they haven't, there's just not. There's new technology and stuff and new tactics based on that technology. But it's all just implementing strategies which we're well aware of. And one of those is to change the perception of what you sell, which is another way of saying that most people are selling the wrong thing. For instance, if you're a butcher, a baker, a candlestick maker, chances are you're selling butchery, baking, or candlestick making, And if you do that, so if you're a plumber and you sell plumbing because you like taps, you're an electrician, you sell rewires and wiring, whatever, that's why you're commoditized, because anyone who can fit a plug is essentially looks the same to you. It doesn't matter if you're more highly skilled than the other person. Yeah. Because, highly skilled or a low skilled person who's just saying, I fit this plug, well, you'll get the price that someone perceives it's worth to fit a plug. That's it. No matter how fucking good you are. Whether that's fair or right or not isn't the point. It's just a fact. So really, you need to be thinking, I have said this before, but it's really worth focusing on it in this episode, and that is, think about your outcome. Now, the best way to describe your outcome is first to talk about what it isn't. The first thing is what you sell. To use the Fit Pro again, and this example I've used before, but it's worth repeating because it's a classic example that people need to hammer home into their own fucking thick heads. Classic one is the P2 who stands in the gym waiting for people to come to him. And all he's selling is diet and exercise. I'll do your diet, I'll do your exercise. Here's the gym we work out in. That's the thing. Anyone can do that. And that's why they probably charge 15 quid an hour, which is about minimum wage, isn't it? 11, 12 quid is minimum wage.
Yeah. Minimum wage is like £8.
Oh, £8. But what is that? Just the lowest minimum wage, or isn't it?
Yeah, and then no, that's for like 21-year-olds, which I think is where it ends. And then there's the living wage, which is promoted in London, which is like 15.
Okay, but isn't that the same as the minimum wage, really?
No, well, no, most places still pay the minimum wage, not the living wage.
Okay, we'll say it's a tenner an hour, so the number's not that important. But at £15 an hour as a PT, you're not. By the time you've paid all your overheads and insurance and marketing and the rest of it, and also taking into account latency when you're not working, you're probably not on much more than minimum wage anyway. You're just not. You know? And this is the mistake business owners make. When you get these subbies and new guys in the trades leaving their existing businesses, it's happening now, and this is real danger. They're leaving their existing employers to set up on their own for various reasons. You know, bearing in mind it's all turning to shit right now, as we've just seen in the announcement from the Chancellor. And they start working on their own, and all of a sudden they're making more money than they've ever made in their lives in terms of revenue. They're making more than their wage. What they don't kind of realize is they have to run a business on that, and that includes all the overheads, including tax, insurance, their own van, tools, all the rest of it, some of which they may not have had to pay before. But probably more crucially, it has to include acquiring clients and selling to them, but also the times you're not working, which includes the times you're selling to clients. And when you're selling to clients, you're not earning money. Yeah, what you're doing is you're raising the opportunity of earning money. It's your future time. You're not earning it right now. Yeah, effectively. So this is why it all goes wrong, because they think, well, we're making more money right now. And then their overheads start to increase as they buy more kit, buy vans, maybe take guys on. Then they suddenly start having to charge VAT, because of course, up until a certain threshold, they're not charging VAT. So the prices are low to the consumer. And about by the end of year 2 to year 3, often they're in deep shit, because they are the busy fool. And the new guys starting their businesses today might think this is great, make hay while the sun shines. But in a year, 2 years, you are going to be regretting not taking a stand and getting things right now. And one of the things to do in this is not to start selling what you're selling, not to start selling what you're doing, like the PT, diet and exercise, or electricianing and plumbing and kitchen fitting. Anyone can do that. Anyone who's trained in your expertise can do that. And there's always someone going to do it cheaper than you. So that's the first thing. Don't sell your thing. The better thing to sell, but still not perfect, is the result. So you might say, well, rather than saying you'll have a nice kitchen, you say you'll have a beautiful kitchen, and you'll enjoy using it, and you'll feel proud of it. You won't have so much house embarrassment. Or if you're a PT, you look better naked. You look better in you look better naked. You look better in your clothes as well, and that kind of thing. But the really smart PT will be selling what all that actually means. It means maybe rampant holidays abroad and loads of sex off hot chicks. Maybe it means for an older guy actually having sex with your wife on a regular basis now, and not having her refuse to go into town with you. Like one of a friend of mine, he has someone talking to him and he says, Phil, my wife won't even go into town because I'm so fat. Mm-hmm. Well, if you can fix that problem, that is what we would call an outcome. Yeah, because it's nothing to do with diet and exercise or even losing weight per se. It's to do with what it actually gives to their lives. Now, a classic example, again, I've used this before, I'll use it again, and I will keep using it because it's a superb example. It's from real life. When I was a doorman, we had a lady who lived nearby, lived in the town, and her husband left her. She was in her 40s at the time, so she was a little bit frumpy. 3 kids had taken their toll. And he ran off with a much younger version, probably his secretary or some other cliche like that. Her outcome for going to a PT, which kept her going when it was hard, who her missus, was this vision of her walking into the nightclub in a little black number, because she looked good when she wasn't an unattractive woman, but she was just a bit frumpy. To lose all the weight, looked great in a little dress. Her ex-husband's new girlfriend was now heavily pregnant. So I walk in the nightclub, see them both together. She'd look fantastic, drop dead gorgeous, and his mouth would go, and he'd be thinking, what the fuck have I done? I could be there now. Because it wasn't love that he left her for, it was just lust, Yeah. That was a real outcome, and that was an actual example of something this girl did. So that's what made her pay a premium for PT at the time. I'm going back 25 years or more. That's what made her pay a premium for a PT. That's what kept her going when the sessions got hard. It was nothing to do with going to the gym. It was nothing to do with diet and exercise, nothing to do with even losing weight and looking better per se. It was to do with what that would mean for her in her life. Well, here's the thing. No matter what you're selling, yeah, so you might think, well, I'm a painter and decorator, I'm a kitchen fitter, I'm an electrician. That doesn't apply to me. Yes, it does. Because when people have these things installed in their houses, and I'm talking high-end, I'm not talking plug sockets necessarily. I'm talking maybe hot tubs, maybe expensive bathrooms and showers, maybe a swimming pool, maybe having your garden completely redone, maybe having your house completely redecorated so you can impress the mother-in-law. You've still got this outcome that they want. There's always something underlying. It's not just they want a nice house. There's always an underlying thing. It may be to do with the mother-in-law. It may be to do with the neighbours. It may be to do with the guy having it done so his wife will fuck him a bit more often. There's loads of reasons for it. And you don't even have to know what they are necessarily, but you just need to know they are there and you can speak about them, even if you're talking about them opaquely. You know, there's an outcome. There's always the outcome. It's almost never, in my experience, it's almost never about they just want to get something done and dusted. There's always something it's going to get for them in the long term. And if you can put your finger on that, you can sell at a much higher price, which means you can make more profits. And that's selling the right thing. I know someone, right? Quick digression here. I know someone. No, I'm not making this up, I swear. I know someone whose marriage was.
No, a lot of fucking people.
Wasn't in particularly good straits. And his wife wanted a dog. And she made him the promise, right? If you let me have this dog, I'll give you a blow job. Bearing in mind, he hadn't had a blow job for years from her. And he said, yeah, all right. So she got the dog. He never got the blow job. And he pissed and moaned about that for years. They then not long after, she was shagging someone else and they got divorced. So it's fucking hilarious, really. I mean, here's the thing: never ever. I'm not talking about women here. Never ever trust anyone who sells sex to you like that. Not a partner. I mean, I'm talking about prostitution. That's a completely different thing. That's a business transaction. Never use sex in a relationship as currency because it's disastrous. As a tool. It's disastrous. It always breeds resentment, even if it's done in fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, sell the right thing. That's the easy thing. And it's the easiest work. I mean, we've got our Business Accelerator. We've also got the Kickstart. The two are quite similar. One of the exercises we do is to find your fucking outcome. Because it's that important, you know?
Yeah. It's really fucking important. It's really fucking important. I remember I walked into a butcher's once, day before Valentine's Day, thinking surely they'll have some form of fucking Valentine's Day bundle to sell me. Nothing. Nada. I went, I'm here to get some bits for Valentine's Day. Yeah, all right, pal. What do you want for that? There was no, if you really want to impress her, show your worth as a man, I recommend the fillet. I was like, I got no idea. He went, well, this bit of rump is cheapest. Got this fillet, it's more expensive. What do you want? I went, I'll go for the fillet then, please, if that's more expensive. Is it nicer? He went, well, depends on your tastes. Anyway, and then he was like, right. How many grams do you want? I was like, I don't know. I've never bought a steak like this before. I was fucking like 17. And God, yeah, it was just an awful experience. But if he had a hamper there for like 60 quid, includes, your tender stem broccoli, the sauces, the butters, a fine cut of steak, some instructions, maybe some a bouquet of flowers or whatever, I'd have paid 60, 70, 80, 100 quid for that. But instead I walked out with 2 bits of filet steak for like fucking 25 quid. You could have got a lot more out of me by selling me an outcome. Here's this, here's that. And
more important, it could have got you going back year after year.
Yeah. Well, I never went back. Is the answer, isn't it? Never ever went back. And I remember it 7 years on. Because I'm 24 now. 7 years on, still remember that experience. And he made me feel like a prick, to be honest. It genuinely felt a bit of a prick.
You are.
I am a massive prick, but if he wants my money and he wants more of it, you don't make me feel like a prick. We can do it because we're special. We make all our prospects feel like pricks. You fucking idiot.
That's because they fucking are.
Yeah, you cheat cunt. You keep selling your plug sockets for $2.50. You keep selling your boiler plans for a tenner a month. You keep running your businesses into the ground to a couple of mil.
Yeah, you set up a fucking mastermind and tell people you're going to show them exactly how to do the same.
Anyway, clients don't give a rat's ass about fucking the thing you sell. They want the outcome, but there's so many other things they don't give a rat's ass about. You tell them.
Yeah, I mean, this is so important. Right? The outcome is all they're focused on, and that is what they care about is themselves and their problems. That's their outcome. They want the outcome. They want their problem solved. Cessation of pain, easy life, more sex, less stress, that kind of thing. What they don't care about, but what most people talk about all the fucking time is your fucking business, your mission statement, your logo, your company name, your fucking stock levels, how many years you've been in fucking business, who your clients are in the past, what kind of potato you are if you're on LinkedIn, or your passion. They just don't give a shit about any of that. They might fucking say they do. You might get the fucking woman fuzzies on LinkedIn and shit, but they don't really. All they give a fuck about is what I'm buying going to solve my pain, going to take my pain away, is going to give you a better life. And the thing is, the trust is always a barrier to a sale. And it's not just the trust of can you do the job. Sorry, it's not even change that. It's not just the trust of will you do the trustworthy person. It's the trust of can you do the job? Because it ain't just I could lose my money or I could, be ripped off here. It's also the hassle of having to, spending money maybe and going through a process and still not having the problem solved and having to do it all over again. So it's not just about being ripped off. It's about, I still haven't got my fucking problem solved. And again, an outcome, if you can speak to the outcome and say, look, I know what your problem is. Like for us, we know the big three problems. Can't get the right clients, can't sell at the right prices, don't have an automated process for getting them into the business in the first place. We can say to people, we understand all this, we can solve that, and we can get you we can stop you being busy, we can get you at home at the weekends, so you are spending time with your wife and children. You don't have the prospect of your wife getting pissed off all the time. You get more sex on a fucking Saturday night. You can sit and relax and watch Netflix with your phone in the fucking kitchen, not worry about some cunting client ringing up saying, oh, I need this thing right now. Yeah, they're outcomes. And we offer those outcomes, and that's why we sell at a high price, and that's why we get really good clients, because they know what we're selling and they think, fucking hell, you understand, you can solve my pain. Oh, yes, please, John and Connor, let me suck your hairy dicks. Or something like that.
Speak for yourself, mate. Baby over it.
Baby dick. Little baby dick. But yeah, if we were to sell ourselves on us, oh, fucking hell, heaven forbid. Our business, our mission statement, do we even have a mission statement? I don't think we do. Our logo, let's not even go there. We don't have any stock. Our experience, maybe. I've got a lot of that. And so have you in your area of Facebook advertising. Or our passion. For fuck's sake, my passion, you don't want to fucking get into my head about my passion and my kids. You really fucking don't.
Yeah.
Right? Nobody's going to buy anything from me except fucking dirty erotica if they get involved in my passions. They're just not.
There we go. There we fucking
so
go.
Many times we are passionate about who gives a fuck? Really? And even worse than that, right? Even worse than that, the most meaningless thing you can ever sell yourself on is being passionate about your business.
Oh,
there are two reasons I say that. Yeah. The first is they don't care. No one gives a shit about your passions, apart from maybe your wife or your spouse, and only because he or she wants you to be happy, and your mother. And she only cares because she's your mother. She won't care if you're passionate about fucking collecting toy soldiers. That's all. No business. No one in your clientele gives a fuck about your passion. They really don't. They might say they do, and they're lying. They really don't. And if you doubt this, right? Think about this. When the COVID fucking clusterfuck hit, and that guy, he was just he was the epitome of hopelessness. Lost all 5 clients in 1 week and shut the curtains and went to bed. Did his fucking clients give a fucking fuckity fuck about his fucking passion for his business or theirs? No. All they cared about was, fuck, COVID's hit, we can't afford this anymore, we're cutting the contract.
Yeah. Who's the most
That's
useless?
all they gave a fuck about.
Yeah, where's the most fucking useless money going? And it's 5 businesses pointed at the same prick. Yeah, I just want to say you got to look at yourself. Yeah, if businesses are cost cutting and all 5 of your businesses point at you as the most expensive, useless prick, there's a fucking
you
problem.
are fucking dead weight. You are the fucking useless flab around the middle that the dieting gets rid of. We more than doubled our client base on the high end side of things in about 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Because we know what we're doing and we're selling an outcome. This guy was probably selling his passion, but they didn't give a shit about anything. Like, all they cared about was what he could do for them. And clearly he wasn't doing anything for them. Otherwise they wouldn't have fucking left him.
There'll be people who argue this, and it will really, really fucking annoy me.
Of course they will.
But they have to realize and think back to every purchase they've made. Every purchase, well, 80% of the purchases you've made have been to fix a problem or a pain. Not because you saw some cunt who's really happy about some wood fucking work they're doing and he looks really passionate, because it doesn't cure a pain or a problem or fill a gap in your life. It really doesn't. I can't think of a time. Have you ever bought anything because someone's been passionate about it?
No. Even if you buy, think about this, even if you buy something because you just want to help someone out. Yeah? Even if you do that, you're still doing it for a reason, your own reason, your own outcome. And that's feeling good about yourself.
Yeah.
You're not really doing it for the other person. You're doing it for your own satisfaction. That's okay. I'm not denying that's okay. But please don't tell me it's all altruism. Altruists are the most unpleasant, spiteful, vindictive, narrow-minded, bigoted pieces of shit I've ever fucking met in my life. Because they're lying. They're fundamentally dishonest. They're fundamentally dishonest. They're lying. They're not doing it for others. They're doing it for themselves, their own fucking self-satisfaction. And that's okay. But at least have the fucking balls to admit it.
Yeah. It's taken me... I've been with my I say girlfriend, not partner, because otherwise you get a hissy fit about it. My girlfriend for almost 7 years now, and it's taken 7 years, and she's finally realised that the word selfish is a good word, not a bad word. And the sooner you accept it, realise it in life, everything's a lot better. And then once you take that and apply it and realise everyone's a selfish little prick, life becomes even better all over again.
So what you're saying is it's taken you 7 years to get to come around to the idea that it's okay for you to come first and go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's fucking result, mate. Result.
I know. I was going to say, pat on the back. You just figured that out in 2 seconds. And when I go to the rump steak,
about as long as it takes me to shoot my load sometimes, mate.
And it all started when I gave her a rump steak and not a fillet steak. I was just being selfish.
So anyway. That's it, really. It's sell the right thing. And that is always, I mean, here's a good example, a good exercise for everyone. When you're writing sales copy, and this isn't a copywriting lesson, and you might think, what the fuck, John? Well, just bear with me a minute. If you want to practice this thinking about the other person, bearing in mind, this is coming from an autistic person who's also alexithymic with virtually zero effective empathy. I have cognitive empathy and I have compassionate empathy. I have virtually no effective empathy. So bearing in mind that if I can do it, you definitely can, if you're neurotypical.
Far more sophisticated than any of you realise. I just want to say that.
Yeah. I completely forgot what I was going to say.
If I can do it and you can do it.
If I can do it, they can fucking do it. But what is that? What was I going to say, though? I think I've got dementia.
Copywriting.
Copywriting. Right, yeah. Try writing all your emails and any sales promotion stuff. Don't send it out. It will seem a little bit stilted. But as a writing exercise, try writing all your promotional stuff without once mentioning the words me, I, we, or us. Only use the word you. And you're not allowed to talk about anything. If you can't use the pronouns, the personal first and second person pronouns, you can't talk about anything but the other person. Try doing it. You'll realize how difficult it is, but more important than that, you'll realize how much you do it the other way around. I mean, these fucking emails you get from people, sales emails, subject line, Dear John, I'd just like to take a moment. I don't care what you like. You've already wasted fucking 2 seconds of my fucking life, the one and only life I'm ever going to have, by talking about yourself. I'm not interested. How about, Dear John, you're going to love this one. Oh, that's about me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So try an exercise.
For example, I've been looking around different pieces of software to record this podcast on rather than Zoom, because I've done a lot of reading, and apparently Zoom's bad to record a podcast on because it over compresses the audio and yada, 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 yada. Anyway, all the sales copy I've read has been shit. It's just been shit. It's just been shit. And if this is the one time in my life I've prayed for a cold email. So if anyone knows anything, just please email me. Just tell me, you're using Zoom. You're an idiot. Here's what you should use instead. You'll see these improvements. I'd love it. I'd love it.
We want video as well, don't we?
There are apps that do this. It's just a case of choosing it. They're just not selling themselves very well. I was going to send you a short list of the ones that I like the look of and get your opinion. But anyway, that's a conversation for later. Another thing doing the exercise that John just spoke about will help you realize is how specialist a skill marketing and copywriting and everything else really is. Because there are still people that deny the effects good marketing can have, or just do not believe it exists, and therefore business growth is therefore luck. The faces we see on the Q&As and the weekly grinds and whatnot, when we say, look, well, once you get this in place and you figure it out and you get these statistics and you can put it into a spreadsheet, and then your business basically just becomes a numbers machine, their faces just go blank. They're like, well, that makes a lot of sense. It's like, well, we just gradually improve. It's that face, John. Was you doing that face on purpose? It was really off-putting. I've never seen your eyes so wide.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's just my face.
Yeah, you fucker, that put me off.
No, honestly.
No, your eyes were like this. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you really flared them. I was like, is he all right?
I'm all right. Yeah. Here's the thing. I'm not very good at reading other people's faces. This is for the listener, not Connor. I'm no good at reading other people's faces. My fusiform gyrus is malformed, but I'm really good at pulling them, and I have no control over it. So I'm really easy to read. And when my resting bitch face is epic, because the alexithymia means my internal state is just flat. So I'm not numb. That's a different feeling altogether. I am flat. So my face just goes into what they call the stone face. If you go onto YouTube and Google stone face videos, there's some stuff they did with babies and mothers. It's quite off-putting for most people because the baby's reaction to it. But my face is essentially stone face. My resting state is just nothing, which puts people off because they're thinking, they don't know what I'm doing. Is this guy dangerous? Is this guy angry? Is this guy sad? We can't read it. This is not usual for a person. Of course it's not. But then again, when I am feeling something, even if I don't actually feel it, but when I have an emotion going on in there and I don't know it's there, my face just does what it does. So I've got no idea what that was all about.
Yeah, your eyes.
Obviously, I had a reaction to it.
Yeah, your eyes just really flared.
Well, I've got no cognition of why I did that at all.
Really.
Here's the thing. I mean, when I talk to people about alexithymia, the mindset gurus, they love to try and tell me how to fix it. Sorry, you can't. It's like you're trying to fucking mindset someone into growing a pair of legs. It's a grand in theory, but it's like telling a person in a wheelchair just to walk harder, or a deaf person to listen harder. I'm perfectly, by the way, if you think it's a strange way to live, I'm sure it is, but I know nothing. I know no different. And I'm perfectly happy because when I see you neurotypical people and the way you seem to have no control of your emotions and the fucking peaks and troughs you go through, it has nothing to recommend it. So don't feel sorry for me. Feel envious. Anyway, which brings me to the 1 minute hate.
Well, I was going to say I wanted to do the transition there.
Oh, you can do it.
Well, John, if you look on the other side of the coin, there's a lot of people that feel like they've also got a resting bitch face, which confuses people, which leads them to say very silly little things, such as, I think I'm a bit autistic too. And
it's fucking crazy.
I tell you what, it's you obviously have this much time for people that say that for very obvious reasons that you'll probably get into in a second. However, you come up into conversation quite a lot in my life because you are a big part of it. We've run a fucking business together, and the amount of times people say to me, well, we're all a little bit autistic, or I think that sounds a little bit like me. I think I'm a little bit autistic. See, I have the patience to go, well, no, not really. Not if you know John and you fully understand it. I can understand why you might think that, but you're wrong, is usually my go-to response.
Dude, honestly.
I'm saying all of this to rile you up.
Oh, you're doing a good job. When people say, things like, you don't look autistic. I think we're all a little bit autistic. I know exactly what you mean. I think I'm a little bit like that too. It never, ever ends well for them. It just doesn't, because I don't care what I say to them. I don't have any, I don't hold back. I don't shout and scream at them, but I don't tell a white lie or allow a white lie to go told by someone else. I will just, I mean, the most polite I've been was quite recently when the lady in the young girl actually in the pharmacy said, we're all a little bit autistic, I think, because I was wearing my badge and she was saying she has a nephew who's autistic. And I counted to 3 and said, that actually doesn't make any sense whatsoever. You do realize that, don't you? Because it's a disorder. And if everyone's got the disorder, no one's got the disorder. Because to have a disorder, there must be some kind of what we call normal set of parameters. To be outside those parameters is the disorder. If everyone's outside the parameters, there are no parameters.
This sounds a bit ranty, John. I'm not sure I can allow this.
But I was very, very, very calm. And she did actually accept it. But that was a young lady, a young woman I didn't want to upset. But if it would been someone of maybe a little bit older, maybe especially a bloke, I'd have been a lot fucking tougher with him, because it's just stupid.
Let's get this going.
Fucking stupid.
Let's get this going, and then we can talk about it after, because I enjoyed this conversation. Are you ready?
Yeah, so do I. I'm
well
ready, mate.
You're putting on the leash.
Fucking, am I ready?
Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute.
1 minute, counting down.
Right, people who say, I think I'm a bit autistic too, after you've told them you're autistic, you're not. You're fucking wrong, because you don't just wake up one day and think, oh, I might be a little bit autistic. Go to the doctor and get a diagnosis. If you are autistic, what you really go through is, from a very early age, you think, why the fuck am I on the wrong planet? What does all this mean? Why can't I get any of this right? What does all this mean? What's it all about? Okay, you do not have a little bit of autism. It is an all-encompassing part of your body, your brain, your mind. It absolutely defines who you are. When people say, don't let your label define you, I want to take a fucking knife and slit their gizzard, rip it out and shit in the fucking hole, because I don't know what the hell they're talking about. If I was not autistic, I'd be a completely different person. I think I'd be a worse person. You might disagree, and that's fine. But the point is, you are never, ever a little bit autistic, and you don't just dip into it sometimes when you're feeling a bit tired. An autistic person like me sometimes seems worse because I'm able to cope less well. Normally, I'm going through, not hell, but it's a real struggle to appear fucking normal in any kind of sane way in the neurotypical world. It's always there, always will be, always fucking has done, never going to go away, and I'm not going to shut up right now.
He says while shutting up. I'll let you go on there.
Oh man, I could go on about it all fucking day. And if anyone's listening to this and would like a bit more sane and less ranty information on it, go to unapologeticallyautistic.com. That's my blog. I should do something bigger with that one day. But seriously, I mean, that rant was almost tongue-in-cheek, and it's meant to make people laugh. But there's a lot of, it hides a serious point. People's ignorance about autism, and indeed almost every other disability, I'm sure. Yeah, whether it's ADHD, I'm talking about mental, neurological disorders such as ADHD, psychopathy, sociopathy, even things like narcissism, which are not pleasant, I know, personality disorder. Okay, they are not things which you kind of dip out of maybe a little bit. It's not a gradient, it's a spectrum. That's the important thing. It's not a gradient, so you're not at the thin end of the wedge. So sometimes you're a bit autistic and sometimes you're not. It's a spectrum. I'm very fortunate in my presentation on the spectrum is it's not close to neurotypical, but it's close to that I can present as neurotypical quite easily, or easier than most. But also I've got benefits such as high intelligence, which not every autistic person has. Contrary to popular belief, autism is actually correlated with low intelligence, not high. Yeah, something like 30% of autistics have an IQ of less than 70, which is pretty fucking thick, right? And you might think that's just an interesting anomaly, but it's not, because when you get into autism support groups, the autistic people themselves believe they're blessed with a certain intelligence, and some of them are just fucking stupid. They just are.
You say this often, and then combined with the self-belief that often comes alongside it. It can be impossible to argue with you sometimes. Yeah.
Autistic Dunning-Kruger. Fucking hell, what a terrible combination that is.
It's almost impossible to argue with you sometimes, but that's fine because you're intelligent, and usually the things we're arguing about, you are more than welcome to have an opinion on. However, I can't imagine what it's like arguing with an autistic person who is also a
hard to argue with me. What are you saying?
Oh, you get a bit boneheaded.
Me? When?
You get a bit. I've got the recordings, mate. I'll pull them out. Well, no, we can't do that because of this. And I have to go, yes, John, yes, we can because of this. And you go, no, we can't because of this other reason. I go, yes.
You're making this fucker up. To the listeners, he's lying. He's completely fucking lying.
It's not often, but it does happen. And when it happens, it's fucking hilarious because often this is when you flap a little bit.
That's called stimming.
Yes, you start stimming, and then you also have your happy flapping.
Oh, I'll definitely happy flap.
You do happy flap a lot. It's like fucking playing Angry Birds, being in school again. It's correct me if I'm wrong, John, but a lot of it is a lot of the problems, big problems with misunderstanding, misconceptions, often come from good places, such as inclusionism. They just approach it in completely the wrong way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think one of the biggest things, to me, this is a huge problem, and this is almost pivotal to the work I would do moving forward with and in this autistic community. There is the move seems to be for most initiatives I've seen is to help autistic people fit in, and it's wrong because all you're doing is teaching autistic people to pretend better not to be autistic. There's absolutely no truth in the idea or the supposition that somehow we feel less autistic or we feel more part of the world, because we just don't. You speak to any autistic person, they'll tell you this. All we do is we get better at masking, and masking is exhausting. And I stopped doing it after I had my middle-aged autistic burnout a 3 years ago now. Fucking hell, 4 years ago nearly. Fucking hell. I just stopped doing it. And my life, I might have got more unpleasant to people. I may have become some friends over it, but I don't care because I'm far happier than I was, far more settled, less stressed.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely just do things my way, and if people don't like it, they can fuck off. And a lot of people say that, but I really do. I just don't. I can't afford to give a fuck about it, because it's just detrimental to my mental health. And any autistic person would tell you that, I'm sure. Masking, it's fucking deadly.
It's like, you're no different. You can hang out with us. It's like, well, I can hang out with you, but I am different.
Well, I am different.
Yeah. And we can't hang out successfully if that's not accepted. It's like these people who try and,
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
I know I'm right.
There's no point to me trying to be friends with a group of people who say you're just like we are. I'm not. I really am not. And there'll be times, I know you might think that, but there'll be times when mine not being the same as everyone else is a really big deal. And people I'm with need to understand it. So if I say, like, I can't go in that, it's too busy in there. Oh, you'll be right. Just stay with us. No, you really don't get it.
Yeah.
You really don't get it. I can't go in there because it will be overwhelming and I'll have a meltdown.
Yeah, you can't be coached through that. You can't be given a fucking scented candle, a yo-yo, and some sunglasses to get through that.
Can't change your mindset.
Like we've been humoured with before, stupid autistic boxes to help you with shit.
Yeah. Can't change your mindset.
What was in that autistic box again? Remind me.
The one I saw.
So patronising. So patronising.
There was a kind of a visor, like just on the hat. So there's no hat part, just a visor with a pair of flip-down sunglasses.
Did it say autistic across the front?
I fucking wish. There were two squeezy balls, I think. One or two squeezy balls. And then the best of all, I think, because it was the most meaningless, but I could see where it was coming from, was these fucking cardboard scenty things you get hanging off your rear view mirror in a car. It was one of those. And it was all about sensory. I get where they were coming from. Yeah, you got visual sense, you got the olfactory, and then you got the tactile. The only thing they didn't have was anything to taste or hear.
Oh, but it's so funny.
To think that is in some way beneficial to an autistic person, it's almost like saying it's on in terms of you're right to take offense at it as if you're autistic, I guess. Not that I do, because I don't get offended, but I mean, it's on the same level as blackface would be to a black person, or the black and white minstrel show. It's that crass.
Yeah,
you know?
and you'd be told, "Oh, you're moaning."
Yeah, it's that fucking.
You're
bad.
Ungrateful. We're trying to include you.
Yeah, we're trying to have a bit of fun here.
Oh, do you know what? I just can't believe they've probably read some fucking website, some shit business gurus peddled out how to make your business more autistic friendly. Yeah, and it's like, get something for these senses, and they've gone, "Look, car freshener will do." Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck thinks, right, I need something for the smell? They've probably been in Asda getting their fucking weekly shop or whatever, and just, oh yeah.
Oh, these look right.
Garden grass, yeah, that sounds about right. I'll get that. It's always in the shape of the fucking tree. You'd have been better off putting some poppers in there. At least you can get a little bit off your tits.
Yeah, I mean, it was just unreal. I mean, I only saw the one, but I'd imagine they're all the same, because it's all the businesses around the town which are all autism friendly have this box, and I've only looked in one, but I bet the others are no different.
And it's all peddled by a neurotypical person.
Well, this is overseen by asiam.ie, which is the Irish autistic support charity, and I've been told they've had some input into this, but to me, from what I've seen of it, the implementation in this town stinks of neurotypicality. Somebody arbitrarily deciding, I've read this book on autism and I think this is what autistic people would like. Here's a message to everyone listening to this, all right? If you want to know what autistic people think, feel, need, want, and how you can help them, fucking ask them, and ask them as individuals. Because we like to say in the autistic community, you've met one autistic person and you've met one autistic person. In the same way as if you've met one neurotypical, you've met one neurotypical. We're not all the same. It's a spectrum, not a gradient. So I don't like bright lights. This is why I always wear this fucking hat. I don't mind loud music. That's okay. But loud, uncontrolled music, such as road hammers, motorbikes, they almost literally paralyze me. All right. That won't happen to every autistic person.
Sounds you don't suspect often as well. Surprise sounds.
Yeah. Things I'm not expecting. Yeah, absolutely. And it's not about being nervous and being jumpy, not like that at all. It's like a physical pain. It goes right through me. It's incapacitating. And you can't mindset or gurify yourself out of any of this. I fucking wish you could. Sometimes.
I remember we was in California for a business thing, and we was at a table with other people, and I tell you what, they were very inclusive in the right way of you to a point. Had a thingy saying "do not hug." However, when the music came on, you closed up, head down, debilitated, and you'd be out of the room. You'd be somewhere else in 5 minutes, easily 5 minutes. Sometimes you would literally leave the room, but more often than not, you'd be like, "No, you're a stubborn little fucker." You'd be like, "No, I'm going to sit here. It's my fucking problem. I'm going to deal with the fucking pain." And you would, and people would be trying to talk to you, and you'd just look at them like. And then you wouldn't really say much. Sometimes you'd be like, "Yeah, I'm fine, leave me alone." But often then they'd look at me and they'd be like, "Is he okay? Do we need to get him help?" Like, no, he doesn't understand. He's in a lot of pain, but no one can fucking help him right now, and you're not helping by poking him.
No, he'll probably bite your fingers in a minute.
Yeah. One time someone did put their hand on your shoulder and you went like this. You had your head down, you went.
Yeah. I don't like being touched by people I don't know. Not at all. And unfortunately, Americans seem very particular to that, throwing their arm around your shoulder in a friendly way. I really don't like that at all. Oh, I don't like that either. I think I'm a bit autistic. No, you're not.
You're just a bit antisocial, and maybe you have some body issues that you don't like your flubber being touched, you fat cunt. Anyway,
I ain't got any flubber to touch.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, that's been a good one today. A bit of a long one, though.
Yeah, well, it's what happens when we get onto the statistics.
Yeah. But it's valuable stuff, and it's anyone who's thinking of joining us or doing business with us, you got to be aware of this, because you will notice at some point. And if you don't like it, especially you fucking try that now.
Yeah, definitely. And to be honest, you probably wouldn't notice for a very long time, but when you do notice it, it's for those that aren't as indoctrinated as others, you can be taken aback. Because John is fucking very good in some areas and almost, well, very useless in others. And there's no point in hiding it, is there? There's no point in fucking trying to dress it up.
Absolutely.
It's pointless.
No, I agree.
Pointless.
Absolutely.
Anyway, tell these cunts where they need to go, because we've got something fucking fancy for them now. There's no more join the Facebook group for loads of shit.
No, absolutely.
It's a little bit more focused.
If you want to make more money with less work, less hassle, fewer headaches by attracting better clients, selling to them at higher fees, certainly above market rates, and having them all delivered to you from a pipeline, which itself is kept turgid and moist by systems operating in the background, hands-off on autopilot, you need to go to our new podcast website, which is ottpodcast.co.uk. All the episodes are there, and there's a bunch of other resources too. So ottpodcast.co.uk.
There's more than a bunch. There's more than a bunch. There's the BA.
Of course, there's a Business Accelerator.
The BA.
Our flagship thing for you, which is completely free. There's no catch or anything else. So it's in a single part now, single video, single workbook with 5 parts, and it's been responsible for turning people's businesses around because they've told us, and it's completely free. Okay, it's hard work. All right, it's not it is a panacea, but it's not one of these magic pills. You've got to work at it. If you're not prepared to do the work, just don't bother with it, because you get nothing from it. But if you're prepared to do the work, it's a 25-minute video. The workbook will take you probably a good hour a day for a week to do. But once you've done it, your business will be transformed. And if it's not, I'll buy you a pizza personally.
Yeah, we will buy you a pizza. Why are we giving this away for free? Because we have lots of members who've told us they've consumed this free piece of content, found it so transformational, they wanted to pay us money to work with us for a little bit longer. So if you are stuck on the fence about working with us, take this, realize you're a fucking idiot for waiting so long, and then pay us some money.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there's no big sales pitch in there, but we know that of every 100 people who take the Business Accelerator, a certain number of them will want more and will come on board with us. That's it. And those who don't, well, good luck to them. You're the benefited from it. Yeah. All right. In the meantime, stay safe, stay inside, wash your hands, go to https://ottpodcast.co.uk and don't shit on your fingers. See you later. Ta-da.
Ta-da. End. What do you think about inserting a little something at the front saying, hey, before we get into this episode, we've just released a new freebie, Business Accelerator. Go here, go get it.
Yeah, sure. Right, Marvin.
Marvin.
I want you to start this bit and put it at the front of the podcast before we do anything else. Right.
Yes.
Greetings, Evil Boy Genius here. And before we start the podcast, which I know you're going to enjoy, we've got something exceptionally good for you. It's free. It's called the Business Accelerator 2.0, and it is designed specifically to take your business from where it is now to a much higher level of profitability and better clients, higher fees, and a pipeline to feed it all. All you got to do is go to ottpodcast.co.uk, and there's a button there. And I do can listen to all the episodes of the podcast, including this one, but you can also click that button and get hold of the Business Accelerator. It's completely free, no obligation, and it will change your life. It will knock your socks off, if not actually dislodge your underwear. All right? Right, take it away, boys. All right, Marvin, just put that bit in there.
Cheers, Marv. It's weird talking to Marvin, isn't it? Because he's not here, but we know he's going to listen to it. And it's, as you said, it's like time travel. And then I said, it's not time travel.
I don't think we have a Marvin. I think we have Holly. I think we have a Holly.
Thank you, Marvin.
Marvin, I want to see a photo of you because I think you're Holly.
He's joking. He's joking. He's joking, Marvin. You do not have to send him a photo. You are not obliged to do that. Nude. No nudes, Marvin. No nudes. Anyway, thank you, Marvin.
I mean, how old is this bloody Marvin? Is he?
I'm stopping recording. We love you, Marvin.